Realty, Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair, Seth Winger at the Winger Insurance Agency, Barrington Firearms and Training Center, DW2 Drywall, Gilbert's Carpets plus Color Tile, the Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids, and the Janowitz Family Funeral Homes in Remus, Lakeview, and Edmore, and Paris Auto Sales. And here we are.
Hey, good morning, Bob.
Gang's all here.
Boy, it's a beautiful sunny day, isn't it?
It is, very nice.
Yeah, you can smell the spring in the air, can't you? Unless you're having a colonoscopy tomorrow. Then you. But
I know someone who is.
Yeah, find out how clean I am. But anyway, I had a great this last week. You know, the kids played ball. They all did pretty good. Made me proud, Grandpa. But then I also went through some sobering experiences this morning or this weekend. We paid tribute to John Fry. I don't know, Bob, you probably heard me talk about Teresa Fry out there in Grant Center land. And Grant Center, I tell you, they're pretty good people. Let me just put it that way. John was a Marine, good student, I'm sure, in high school like we all were, but more importantly, he was a good son to Teresa and a good father to his children and a good husband. And unfortunately, he died way too young. You know, cancer, always.
How old was he, Pat?
I'd say he's in his 60s, probably.
Wow.
Yeah, early 60s, yeah. But they had a celebration of life out there, the old rugged church or whatever they call it on 21 Mile Road out there in Grant Center. And pretty good service. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people there, a lot of people see every day, you know. They come out of the woodwork for something like that. Then they had at the Grant Center, they had a luncheon, and that place was packed. And it reminded me of my aunts because back in the day, that's what it was when you had a funeral. The aunts always put a dinner on, and the heiresses were all there, and there's plenty of them, you know, Tanya and the whole bunch, Lisa, mother there. Can't think of her name now, but anyway, they were all there cooking and brought their best foods, you know, and had apple pie. And I saw Jerry Cooley there. Jerry comes from a family, I don't know, about 14. Jack Cooley just passed away recently. It was his brother, Jerry, there worked for A&R for many years. And him and I got to talking, and I'm going to have him on the show someday because he's got a lot of history of Big Rapids, Ferris State University up there and that land up there that they bought from the Cooley farm. And Jerry, pretty interesting fella, so I said, you know, you're going to come on the radio with him. He's an older guy. He's got a history of Big Rapids, and he surely is going to be on here. Anyway, that being said, we got a big show today, so we're going to get going here. But I just want to pay tribute to a couple of people here in the community, and that's Hess's. Ruth Hess, I'll let you talk about her, Pete, a little bit here after I'm done. But Ruth Hess was a Mecosta County clerk for many years. She was kind of like a pioneer woman in the area and showing the strength of the ladies in Mecosta County. She not only was the clerk for many years, and a good one at that, but she became a county commissioner later on. I believe she was in Mecosta County clerk there before she became the Mecosta County clerk in Mecosta Township, I believe she was in, and she was a clerk there. Very popular with the voters. She listened, and she fought for convictions, and she did a real nice job while she was on there with all those guys. You know, back in the day, there were ladies on the commission, and she earned her respect because she was a pretty smart lady. But she had a long, good life, and leaves a great family, and just really nice lady. What do you think, Pete?
Well, I looked in the paper in the obituary, and she's got a beautiful article in there. But it said her showing was going to be May 3rd, and today's May 5th. I hope it was a misprint.
No,
but I would just love to go out there. She was very instrumental in getting me on the hospital board, and just thought the world of her. She was such a nice young lady. When I say young, she was a lot younger than I was. But you know, that she was. I see her all the time. We talk to her. I miss her. Yeah, I'll miss her.
And then her husband's ex-husband or deceased husband, Uncle, I believe Thane Hess was Dave's uncle.
I think so.
He passed away a couple of days ago. Little history on him. He worked at Ferris State University as an electrician, did a great job up there, and then he retired young, raised his family down there on 11 Mile Road. He was very much involved with the 4-H, and then he got into harness racing through the Gilberts, and he ended up retiring, and him and myself rewired my old house. Pat Hall helped us a little bit. And then he needed something to do, so he worked for us at the gas station for a while, driving a wrecker. Got bored with that, and got out of that and went to work for Gordy Gilbert and Todd Gilbert down at Pleasant View Animal Clinic for many years, right up until about 3 or 4 years ago. He was in and out of that tractor making hay for him every year. But, you know, just, I always say you got to have something to do when you retire. Thane always found something to do. He loved going up to UP hunting with his nephew Glenn there, and fishing, I believe it was, that they did. And just, he really enjoyed life. He had a long life. Unfortunately, he had a back operation done here last week, and a couple days later he died. I don't know what happened, but he'll be missed by a lot of people. Thane Hess, yeah. So having got a couple Hesses, Ruth and Thane, good people. This morning we got Laura Currie with me. Laura is entrepreneur.
She's going to take care of me, I'll tell you.
That's right.
Yeah, she started something here that was much needed. She's been a nurse most of her life, but more importantly, I tell you what, folks, I dislike or like people. I love it when and I love Laura, don't get me wrong, but she is an incredible mother more than anything else.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
I'm telling you, you're a great person, but you did a better job with your kids than your dad did with you, and that's quite a compliment to both sides. But, man, you do. You got the nicest kids. That being said, I'm done with that. You saw something that was in need for Big Rapids, and it's called the Comfort Home. It's up in Osceola County, right in Reed City by the hospital up there. But I know firsthand from several people that have used your Comfort Home on their last days, and they're good people going in, and I'm sure they were very comforted when they left, because I talked to the families afterwards, and they were so much appreciative of the care that was given to their mother and dad. And one was my good friend Fran Ward. Joe and John and Beth were so appreciative of the care that Fran got, and she deserved it. She lived to be, I don't know, she never would tell me how old she was, but I know she was in her 90s, and she worked right up probably till the day she died. But she was a good friend of mine, and I was really glad to hear the care that you gave her. You saw a need in Mecosta and Osceola County, and I don't even know if you have to be from those two counties. You could probably be from anywhere.
Yeah, we've served people from about 12 different counties across western Michigan.
There is other places like yours, Comfort Homes?
Yep, there's one in Fremont, and then there's a couple over on the east side of the state, and then a couple over down in Lansing.
Yeah, and then this is your, 5th year now?
6th year in existence, but we just completed our 3rd year of serving people.
Wow, yeah, it took a little bit to get it started, eh?
Yeah, we had to do a lot of fundraising to get it off the ground. Being a nonprofit is just a tax status.
Yeah.
So we're still a business, and we're still figuring out how to fund it, because we don't ever want to charge people for the services that we offer. We function off of donations and some upcoming fundraisers, and then grants when we can find them. But we don't think that anybody should have to worry about who's going to care for me and how much is that going to cost when they're facing end of life. So we don't ever send anybody a bill.
So your fundraisers, let's talk about that a little bit. I know this last winter you had a euchre tournament at the Elks, I think.
Yep.
And that's always a sellout, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you do that once a year or twice a year, the euchre tournament?
So we just do the one in Big Rapids once a year, and we maxed out the Elks' capacity the last 2 years. Yeah. So that's a great event for us.
I know, because we came in late and we couldn't get in. It was packed. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we're going to try and break it to locations this year, same day, but I think we're going to try and do one up in Reed City, and then keep one down here in Big Rapids too. I think Pete always tries to win.
I always go to the Comfort Home euchre tournaments, and they are wonderful.
Yeah.
Food is great too, by the way.
I bet. So then you also have other fundraisers. Let's just touch on that real quick. I think one is the big golf outing. That's always sold out too at Clear Lake.
Yep.
Brother John's right out here east of Big Rapids, 7 miles. When is that coming up then?
That's June 5th, and I think we have 8 spots left for teams. So we're we're almost to full. And Kelly and John opened it up so that we could have more teams this year than we've ever had before. But I think we've only got about 8 spots left. So if people want to golf in that, they got to get signed up now.
8 foursomes you got left, or 8?
Yeah,
people?
before we're full. 8 foursomes left.
So how did they open it up more? Did they only have one side before or something? Or
No, they just they got more carts so that we could put more teams out there.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Wow, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that your major one then?
No, we do one other one out at Two Hats Ranch. It's a sporting clay event. And the golf outing has been our major one, but that one is quickly growing even bigger than our golf outing is. And that event is happening July 31st at Two Hats.
So talk about that a little bit. We'll have you on before that, of course, to kind of promote it. But the Two Hats, they're very generous people out there. I know that for a fact. But they have some pretty unique.
Yeah.
And what is that again? You're shooting at clays, right?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a combination between like skeet shooting and trap shooting. And I always think of it kind of like golf, actually. They have 14 stations set up across parts of their property. And so we ride golf carts around. It's about a 1.5 mile course. And the clays shoot out in different patterns at each station. And then they have this really cool station. It's the 15th station called a flurry field. And for those people born in the 80s and back, the 80s babies, they'll know this. But there was a video game called Duck Hunter, and that flurry field represents like real life Duck Hunter. It's about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and about 75 to 100 clays just go flying in the air in front of you, and your foursome team just starts picking those clays right out of the air. So I actually got your son Matt to sign up for that event.
He's looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun.
He's going to take Jack.
Yeah.
That being said, is there an age limit on it?
They have to be 12 or older.
12 or older.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So the Curries are notorious because of me. I lied my age.
Terrible
when I was a
shooters.
young kid. Yeah. No, I might go to it too because I've always kind of wanted to try it. They used to call me Eagle Eye Annie.
You lie.
Again, I lied. Didn't I? No, so that's in July, and last year was your first year doing that, right?
Nope. Yeah, last year was our second. So this is our third
really?
annual. Yep. Yep.
Good luck. We got Sue Johnson with me here this morning, too, to talk about a yard sale coming up. And, boy, between Pete, Sue, and I, we have a lot of history, and Laura's got a lot of history to be made yet because she's only in her
40s.
Yeah, but 5th year of your comfort, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But my God, that has really been supported very well in the county, the 2 counties.
Yeah.
I know you get a lot of support from the Baldwin area, too. You got some ladies over there that jumped on board. Did you know those ladies beforehand? What's their names that are so supportive?
So we've got Linda Helder and Ruth Fox are right now helping us get a bunch of sponsors for the golf outing over there. And then another lady named Deb Haynes just joined our board at the Comfort Home. And I did not know any of those ladies until we started the hospice house.
Saw the cause, and they said this is worthwhile, and they jumped on board. What's their backgrounds, real quickly? Like, were they nurses, or were they caregivers, or?
Nope. Linda Helder worked. Yeah, everybody's the saint that works with me. Linda Helder worked for Meijer Corporate, like Meijer grocery store, and Ruth. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what Ruth did for a living, but Deb Haynes worked for DTE Energy. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to get on your board, is that a possibility, or do you number that?
Yeah, we do have a maximum number, but we are looking for some board members. We're pretty Mecosta County resident heavy right now, so we're looking for a couple of people from the Osceola County area to join the board. We want to get some, since our physical building is in Osceola County.
In 30 seconds or less, what does the board do?
They help with fundraising efforts, and then they make sure that me and my staff stay in bounds of just what we have promised to serve the communities for. So keeping us in bounds of our bylaws and just kind of oversight of the actual organization. But mostly what they're doing is also helping with fundraising as well.
What is your role? I know you're the one that had the vision of starting a comfort home, but now that you have a board, they just come to you and you tell them what's going on, or what is your role in the home?
Yeah, so I'm the executive director. I have a care coordinator who kind of runs the day-to-day show at the house. But when there's issues or questions, I make sure that our relationship with the different hospice companies that we work with, I make sure that that's good and intact. I make sure that the families expectations are being met during their end of life journey. And then really it's just to build relationship with community partners and donors. When we explain to what we are a community supported hospice house. We do not exist without the community that backs us, not just financially, but with the resources we need. You know, on Wednesdays we put out a Wednesday wish list and out on our Facebook page, and Thursday and Friday we are getting packages off of that wish list. So we don't exist without the support of our community members that are supporting us financially and through the things that we need and through the volunteers to pull off these fundraisers. Last year we had over 600 hours of volunteer hours in our organization.
How many people can you handle in your house? 5? Is it 5?
No, it's only 3 right now,
okay.
But we do have a goal to be a 6-bedroom house, and we are looking at some other properties to acquire to be able to expand into a 6-bedroom house.
Your background is nursing.
Yeah, my background is nursing.
And you nursed for how many years?
Well, I still hold my nursing license, but I started in healthcare when I was 17, and I'm 43.
Did you ever miss that?
Yeah, I missed that a lot.
You know, the greatest compliment a person with a name like mine is Currie is to hear how great your sons are doing.
Yeah.
Whatever. That money can't buy that. And looking back, there's a song. Who sang that? Looking back. But anyway, it wasn't Ben Skill, was it? But anyway, looking back in the gas station, I talked to a lot of people, and they would come in and say, boy, that Laura Currie, she related to you? I said, yeah, she married my nephew, nephew's, my son's wife. And they would compliment you, say how nice you were all the time. You know, so you do miss it, meeting the people and greeting the people that
I miss
are
caring for
not
people.
as fortunate.
Yeah.
Right?
Running a business wasn't what I was formally educated in, so I definitely miss like the patient care.
But you have a big need for what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Big need.
So where did you see the need? What made you? You didn't work for hospice, did you?
I had just started in hospice care when we started the Comfort Home. So myself and the 2 other founders, it was actually during the middle of COVID. You know, there was good and bad, you know, whatever, we can talk about COVID, but we just kept running into the same conversation when we were dealing with the dying people. Who's going to care for me? Where is it going to happen? And then you tell them how much it's going to cost, and that's just out of bounds for America.
So it was the financial burden on people that you saw the need for this.
Yeah. And the systems that exist when you can't care for somebody in your own home, the systems that exist, they're just broken systems. Like you can't, when the patient to caregiver ratio is 15 to 1, one person can't give great care to 15 people. I don't care who you are. So those systems are just broken. And not only from a financial standpoint, but from the ability to deliver great care just based off of ratios. It's just not practical.
You know, like you get on TV, you watch TV, and you'll see like the Children's Network, which that's who was that? Danny Thomas.
Danny Thomas, Memphis. Yeah.
But
no pay.
There's a lot of good causes out there, and there's some on there that most of it goes to administrative costs. But now that you do have things that people could give monthly if they didn't want to go to the golf outing or the euchre club.
Yeah.
If they just wanted to give to the Comfort Home, how would they do that? Is it online or?
Yeah, so you can go right to our website. It's thecomforthomemi.org, and there's a place where you can donate, and you can sign up to be a monthly donor if you'd like. There's other ways than just participating in our fundraisers, and there's other ways to donate besides financially. You know, your brother is an auctioneer, so if you've got things laying around your house, Sue, this would be great for your garage sale that maybe you don't want to hold a garage sale, maybe you don't just have the time to do that. If you want to donate those household items to us, then we will turn around and put them in an auction, and we will turn them into money that we can use to pay our caregivers.
Oh, so you do utilize Phil's auction service?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you do? You do put stuff on there? Would they know it was for the Comfort Center?
Yeah, I think they do mark it like on that lot item. It will know that the proceeds will go to the Comfort Home.
Oh, that's that really is helpful, isn't it?
Yeah. Because not everybody necessarily has cash laying around, especially when gas is $5 a gallon. But
right, $4.79 right now. But
oh, that's a good price. I'm coming to your gas station next.
Yeah, there you go, and better mileage too, by the way. Did you see the plug I got on Facebook?
We saw it. Yes.
Well, you wouldn't care anyway.
I wouldn't care.
I'm getting off my
We'll
time.
have to do the test because I have the Subaru also. So.
There you go. Yeah, well, if I see you in the other gas station, I'm not coming here.
Okay.
No, I'll go on the other radio station.
Hey, 103.9, the best around.
There you go.
Right?
And then remember back in the first day show, a guy asked Jen, Bob Horn III, asked Jen if he could sponsor our show. He was the only guy I ever asked. I can't believe he did it. He's such a great guy. Anyway, so Bab Ford was our only sponsor. We really weren't looking for sponsors, but it's nice now because it helps Jen and Don keep us on the air. But Bob was the first one, and Pete came up with his ad. Pete, go ahead.
Bob Horn the third. And
no, Bab Ford.
Bab Ford.
Yeah, you said Bab. I'm getting old.
Well, I got to get going pretty quick here. Do you want me to? I do.
What else you got to say? Go ahead.
Well, I want to just say hi to Jeannie Fribley and the boys from FedEx. They always listen to this program. They think it's a good deal to listen. Spud and Kim, they came in for coffee and a little breakfast this morning. Oh, yes, Bud, Dan Spadowski, and Kim Wells.
Got to give everybody.
Well, I'm not going to give the one.
Willie Shively.
I know, but I'm not going to tell you anything about Randy Vetter at all.
Not Randy Vetter?
No, but I'll say something about Randy Bleeker. He came in
Joe
there.
Bayshaw?
And he had, Joe Bayshaw. Yeah, Bill. But, you know, I've been playing a lot of euchre. You got me into euchre mode.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've been playing a lot of euchre, and it's a lot of fun. But, you know, I want to announce something, Pat. You don't even know this, and it's no big announcement. But, you know, I'm going to be 89 years old pretty quick. And I was asked by our superintendent if I would run for the school board again.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to be 90 when my term expires. My mind is pretty sharp. It's pretty good.
Wait a minute.
But
how
my
old
body,
are you going to be?
I'll be 90 when my term expires.
Oh, and then you have to run again.
But I'm going to run again. And my mind, it'll be done 96 is all.
Wow.
I asked my doctor, I said, Doctor, and Tracy said, yeah. I said, can I run for the school board again? Am I physically fit? She said, yeah. So I'm going to run again.
Good for you.
And you didn't know that, and I just want to let you know on the air that I'm going to run, and I hope people will not consider my age, but consider my mind.
Right.
My mind's sharp, my body's shot.
Right.
So I'm going to have breakfast with my granddaughter at Curry's because she just flew in from state of Washington. She's going to the University of Washington, and she wants to have a little bit of breakfast this morning. I love her to death. So thank you for having me on. Sue Johnson, I think I'm maybe number 2 longevity-wise at the Elks, maybe number 1. But I don't know. I've been almost 60. I'm number 2. I'm only got almost 66 years in. And who started me getting in the Elks? I'm going to tell you right now. It's Mr. Curry.
I did?
No, your dad, Rich. Rich invited me to join the Elks back in 1961 or 2.
Wow, yeah.
And I owe that to your dad, and best thing I ever did. And he was, I don't know if he was exalted ruler then, but he was very, very active, and I love the guy to death. That's why I don't like his son too well.
Right, yeah.
And good luck on Cold Rock.
I'll vote for you on the school board.
Thanks, Pat.
Because I really mean this, too. I think you've done a great job on there keeping all those teachers their jobs. And financially, I think you've kept them financially aware of what they have there. And you sure the hell can't hurt them.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Coming from you, I really appreciate that.
But that's not saying much for the other.
I don't even know if anybody's going to run, but in case they do, I just want to be in the mix.
Right.
Thank you so very much, and Merry Christmas.
You're heading out, eh?
Yeah. I got to go meet my daughter at 9 o'clock.
4 more minutes.
I got to meet her at 9 o'clock at my house.
All right. Before you leave, because you're such a experienced man on promoting things.
Okay.
Why should people support the Comfort Home?
Well, I want to tell you something. I'm 89, going to be 89 years old. And, you know, I walk around my house sometimes with a walker, sometimes. And I think to myself, what's going to happen to me when I fall, or if I need help, or if I know I'm going to die? And I want to tell you something. There's such a need for the Comfort Home in Big Rapids. And it's comfort because when you get my age, see God and see the Lord, and I pray all the time, and I pray Laura's got room for me to take me, but she'll probably have 4, and I'll probably be screwed again.
Yeah, really.
Listen, I'll just bring you. You're just coming to my house, Pete. Like, listen, you're just coming to my house.
But I love her to death, and I want to tell you something. I play the euchre, and it's so worthwhile because, you know, to know you have a place to go and die in peace. And that's what I think. Look at her smiling face. You know, God, I couldn't ask for anything more.
She'll probably tell you to wait in the car.
Thank you so much.
Subaru out there. In the room, she'll take you in. Well, God bless you, Pete. Take a little break. You want to say top of the hour right now, people?
Yeah,
Huh?
WBZX Big Rapids. It's 2 minutes before 9, and back with more Curries Corner coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Dale, I've known for many, many years, and I tell you what, when somebody needs some help, he's there. Just like your typical Meceola County resident, Dale Whaley is a good American. So if you're ever looking for a drywaller for free estimate, call Dale. I'm telling you, you're going to be happy with his work. I have recommended Dale to a lot of people, and you know what the greatest compliment I've ever gotten is thanks for sending Dale. He did a great job. Guy's just fantastic. Just not only DW2 drywalling, but just a great person. It doesn't hurt to have him come into Curry's either. There's just so many good things about Dale. He's just a great American, and give him a call, DW2 Drywall at 231-679-0475. That's right, 231-679-0475. Dale Whaley is DW2 Drywall, greatest guy on drywalling end of it.
I'm Seth Wenger from Wenger Insurance. For more than 100 years, we've been providing professional service and competitive insurance to West Michigan. Come visit us on Perry Street in Big Rapids or give us a call at 796-0778. We're here for you now, and we'll be here when you need us most. 796-0778.
My name is Drew, and I'm 6 years old, and Sue Bean is my Giga.
Giga has worked with all kinds of people, helping them find the home of their dreams.
Giga is also my grandmother. She loves working with adults who are serious about finding a piece of property that suits their needs.
Giga drives us everywhere. She's pretty sweet, but the best path she drives is getting you to the closing table.
Sue Bean, Big Rapids Realty, 231-580-9546.
That's 231-580-9546. Or email her at sbean@bigrapidsrealty.com.
Gas prices got you down? Paris Auto Sales has got you covered. Right now, anything sold over $10,000 qualifies you for a $500 gas card at Curry's Amoco in Big Rapids. You can visit their 2 locations, Paris Auto North and South. Paris Auto Sales has a wide variety of warranties available, ranging from a 3-year unlimited to 10 years of coverage, and financing for up to 84 months. They offer top dollar for your trade-in, from about 90 days with no payments. Paris Auto Sales, your trusted used car center of Big Rapids. Stop in and see why Paris Auto Sales is Meceola County's #1 used car dealer.
Where do you go for Michigan's #1 concealed pistol license course? The same place thousands of Michigan residents have over the past 15 years, the Barrington Firearms Training Center. The BFTC conducts state-certified CPL courses right here locally inside the Barrington Conservation Club at 3444 18 Mile Road in Barrington. For just $99, all you need to bring us is your Michigan ID to these all-inclusive one-day CPL courses, which include the use of firearms, ammo, eye and ear protection, coffee and donuts in the morning, and lunch at noon. That's right, just $99 gets you everything needed to take the police department instructed course that includes the training necessary to safely load, unload, handle, and store your firearm. Students will also be trained on when it is legal to defend themselves with a firearm under Michigan's Stand Your Ground law and Castle Doctrine. Call 231-250-7257 or go online at michigancpltraining.com to register for one of their upcoming $99 all-inclusive CPL courses. Get armed trained at the Barrett Firearms Training Center.
When the time comes to say goodbye, you need a funeral home that understands your family's needs. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus have been a trusted part of this community for generations. They do take care of every family like their own, and they hear it time and time again.
My name is Christina Beers. I would say there's lots of funeral homes in the area, but there's only a small few that can do it with class and with quality and with that personal touch and care. And I would put Janowitz Family Funeral Home at the very top of that list.
Let them help guide you through a challenging time with care, respect, and compassion. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus. Local, professional, and here for you when it matters most. The Janowitz Family Funeral Home, now also serving Lakeview and Edmore.
Hooked at Curries.
Pete, why do you come to Curries?
I go in there for breakfast every single morning, Pack, except the week. Well, on Sunday. I usually go to church. But I love the scrambled eggs and bacon and toast. Homemade.
All right, we're back.
Well, we're back.
We're back.
Well, I was just telling these girls here, I got Sue Johnson with me and Laura Currie with Comfort Home, and Sue's going to be talking about the General Federation of Women's Club here in Big Rapids that she's been with many, many years, and that doesn't say her age. But anyway, we got some birthdays today, and I just want to take a moment and talk about these special people. Jill Currie Walsh, my brother John's daughter, turns another year older this year. She is the treasurer up there to Green Township. Everybody knows that township. Been recognized throughout the United States, good or bad. And then Rusty Henkel, Henkel Tool and Die, it was over on Bjornson many, many years ago. Russ was his dad's name. He turns another year older, and I see where he wants his fundraiser to go to Shriners Children's Hospital. Very, very well. While he's involved with the Shriners, I'm sure of it. And Jason Toogood, being my second cousin, that would be Sharon and Jeff's boy, turns another year older. Jean, you know Jean Ulrich? Yep. Jean Ulrich, yep. Everybody knows Jean, lovely Jean, most beautiful woman in the world. I remember when I was a kid growing up, she would bring, she lost her husband to a tragic accident years and years ago. I worked for the DTE company with Bill Warden in that group. And never remarried, but raised those kids. I think she had 3 daughters, or she has 3 daughters, and one son, Rick, that works over at Federal School. Know Rick real well. His dad would be very, very proud of him. But his dad would be very, very proud of Jean because she raised her children to be humble, hardworking, good Americans. I mean, they're very, very good people. But I remember her always bringing her kids in, sitting in the third pew on the right side at St. Mary's Church every Sunday. And there was nobody better dressed than her children. She was so proud of those 3 little kids and how they behaved in that church. And almost brings a tear to your eyes because she has been robbed from a great husband. But her salvation will be in heaven someday.
Yeah,
yep,
no doubt.
That's for sure, and we all believe, don't we? And last but not least, a very dear, dear friend of mine, Paulette DeVries, turns another year older today. I wish she would text me and tell me how old so I could tell everybody. But she probably won't do that. But what is Paulette? She's pioneer gals. I mean, she initiated the club up there for the hockey program at Big Rapids High. She was the grandmother to a lot of kids, a mother to a lot of kids in her younger years. She still looks great, though. Bad back and all, she always has a smile whenever I see her. And married Ron DeVries many, many moons ago. Ron's been fighting cancer for probably 20 years now. But, you know, attitude has a lot to do with the way you live your life and how long you have a life. And those two have a great, great attitude. They're so nice to so many people. Even if people aren't deserving to be nice to, they're still nice to them. But Paulette has done a lot. Just like you have, Laura, in your lifetime, and it's not over yet, and Sue's done a lot, too. We have a lot of powerful women in our community. We're very fortunate for that, and it just keeps on continuing. Like we just lost one here recently, Ruth Hess. Mm-hmm. Very strong woman, and did a lot of good from Acosta County. But anyway, we're talking to the live ones right now today. Sue, I haven't gave you any time yet, so we got a few minutes left. Let's talk about the why and who the General Federation of Women's Club, how did that come about in our area, and how long has it been in existence?
Actually, the General Federation of Women's Club started as Intermediate Women's Club years ago, and in 1971, they were chartered as GFWC Big Rapids, which is the General Federation of Women's Club, in April. So we are sitting on our 50th year.
Wow, that's awesome.
And are going to be recognizing that at our banquet next week, actually. So of those 55 years, I have been a member 40.
That's amazing.
I came in real young. Judy Irvin.
Oh, God, I know Judy. I knew Judy real well, yeah.
And that started through the Elks.
Wow.
Because her husband, Sid, at the time, and my husband, Bill, were officers, and we traveled together. And she said, I've got an organization that I think you could join and you would enjoy. And I looked at her and I said, I'm a young mom, 3 kids in school, involved in everything. And her comment to me was, come and see, do what you can when you can.
Wow.
And fortunately or unfortunately, Barb Randall and Mary Sue Hansen, 2 wonderful, dynamic women of Big Rapids that have passed, cornered me when my youngest graduated from high school and said, remember what you said. You would do what you could when you could, and especially when your son graduated. And that's when I started up the ranks.
Wow.
Yep. So, but we're here to talk about our yard sale.
Well, yeah, but I wanted a little bit of history of it, too, because now the next thing, before you talk about your yard sale, say a lady out there, she's lonely, she feels like she wants to have some camaraderie with other ladies, and doesn't know a lot of people in the community. Is this a great way to meet some great ladies?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And honestly, we have several events throughout the year. We have what's called the 4Bs in October, and we always host that in the basement of Artworks, and that's where we ask for your gently used purses, scarves, and jewelry, and we sell those, and then all those proceeds go to the Summer Artworks Children's Program. So we give that last year it was over $2,500.
That's awesome.
Can you imagine $2,500 worth of used purses, jewelry, and scarves? But seriously, I mean, and through that we have actually had 2 members in the last year, because they come, they see what we're doing, they know what we're about, and then also, you know, we raise funds for other area projects. Right now, this one will be toward our new project, which is a fish that is going to be planted or set up in Hemlock Park. It's a collaboration with the Ferris Welding Program. 2 young sophomore students designed this fish, which is a replica of a trout indicative of the Muskegon River. It's 6 foot tall when completed, 9 foot long, and has a drop box, and it has the open mouth that will be able to, you'll be able to recycle your cans and bottles in Hemlock Park to help keep the park clean. And it's a piece of art along with it. And it's amazing. We just were up there last week and took the final picture of the completed project. The kids did it in the final semester, and the 2 young men, they'll be back in the fall to continue their program, but we're going to be meeting with the Park and Recs Board and get it set up to put in the Hemlock Park.
Wow. So once again, I ask if somebody's out there and wants to join the Generation Club, how would they get a hold of you?
We have brochures out there. We have
online.
We're online. We have a Facebook page.
Okay.
You know, most anybody in the community of any of the different local stores know some of us who we are, where we are. We actually meet at the Elks the 2nd Tuesday of the month. We meet September through May, well, actually September through April. May is our final meeting, and that's always our banquet. And the Elks has been very generous to allow us to have that location for a meeting place.
Are you guys the ones that do all the flowers around town
Yes.
too?
Well, we actually do the Riverwalk Garden and the Post Office Garden. Those are our two main ones. We do maintain the little garden at the back of the Elks building also.
What brought that about? Who started that? You? Oh, did you? You saw a need for it, eh?
Well, what it was when Riverwalk started, and Jerry Conrad and that group started. I was actually part of that group because what happened was we saw a need for something to beautify the entrance on Maple Street. And so the only way we figured we would have a part of it and a say in it was to get on the board. So I became a member of that board and worked with them. And then when it came time to get that started, the Women's Club had raised $3,000 to give to the city to put in a fund to help fund that maintenance and upkeep. And yes, there's several of us that got our husbands involved with shovels and rakes and dug that up and planted that. And when we were done and get that one going, they came to us with a need to beautify the post office. And so then we established that garden, and we maintain both of those today.
Wow. I just got a message from a good friend of mine over in Idlewild. The Three Sisters is gone. They tore the place down. Yeah, that's kind of sad, ain't it? A lot of history there.
Yes.
A lot of happy people went there. But anyway, all right, so talk about the yard sale. The annual charity yard sale is Thursday, May 7th. That's this Saturday, or this Thursday, and May 8th. There's a big golf outing this week, but it's full, so we won't talk about that. That's for the dog there in the Costa County jumping subjects here. But the Big Rapids Township Hall, where's that at? South of town.
Right.
Right next to Gilbert's Carpet and Plus.
Absolutely.
Carpet Plus, one of our sponsors.
Yep.
And so it's at in the community little building there?
Yes.
Yeah. Has it always been there?
This will be, I believe, our third year that we've had it there. Yes.
Okay. So what are you selling there then?
Probably anything but clothing and electronics. So we've asked for the last several weeks and put word out to bring in anything that you would like to donate, because we set it up. You can come in and shop, and it's all by donations. Nothing is priced. You just come in and do your shopping and leave a donation at the door, and everybody knows that this is all the funds go toward the fish project.
A lot of people go to it? Mm-hmm. Do they? So you guys do pretty well.
Yeah.
Like raise really good money.
Well, last year it was for Save the Ponds here.
Oh, yeah.
And the money went for that. And we always choose something that's local, that's near and dear to everybody's heart. Beautification, environment, arts, anything that we can do to enhance the community.
How big a membership is that now?
For the Women's Club?
Yeah.
We have 28.
Yeah? Always looking for more than that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you're interested, we'll have information about our organization and about joining the club at the yard sale. Stop in and see us.
That's great.
Time flies by. Just recently, I was told that you're kind of retiring.
Trying.
In the insurance business your whole life. And then one gentleman said, what was her maiden name? And I said, is it Kirkwood?
Kirkwood, yep.
Yeah. And he guessed it too. What? Your dad was a fireman?
No, my dad was a welder and steam fitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he helped build Austin Gasfield, Woolfolk, whatever you want to call it today.
Oh, wow, really? Yep. So then where did you grow up at?
On the corner of West Avenue, the Fairground Road, the house that the Curries now own.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, your dad built that house?
Yes. Actually, my dad built the little house first, and then I came home from the hospital in that one and spent the first year while they were building the other one and lived there until I got married and moved away.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of history you have. What's the fondest memory you have in high school? You graduated in 68?
Mm-hmm. I graduated with your brother, John.
That's what I thought, yeah. Remember those days. Talk about some of the fondest memories you had in high school. Were you a cheerleader, track star, football player?
No.
I know girls wrestle now. Did you wrestle back then? Probably you did, but it wasn't on a mat, right?
No, honestly, I didn't. I think more just having fun and joining in with other people. I wasn't really into the sports. I was more into roller skating then. You know, the roller rink was the big thing back then, the sock hop, and did that. But it took probably our 15th or 20th class reunion to fess up to we were the ones that put the Volkswagen Beetle in the courtyard.
Oh, you were? Gosh, I remember that, but I never knew who did that.
I wasn't a part of that.
Unbelievable. How'd they get it in there, piece
I
by
have
piece?
no idea. I have
Good
no idea.
Lord.
She's pleading the fifth.
Well, it was a lot of fun growing up in the 60s that I remember, but tell us, what was it like so people understand more what Big Rapids and why do you think where we're at today? How did we get here? I mean, just for a minute, I'll explain what I think it was. It was Ferris State University made Big Rapids what it is today. I still think it's a great institution. I think it's led by some great people. You look at the football team, what it's done for us. But back in the 60s, we had a rugged football team and a pretty good basketball team, I remember, in 68. But what was it like with you students in high school with the relationship with Ferris students?
It was a love-hate relationship at that time. You know, there was, I can remember sitting at the Satellite where, what's where the Satellite
McDonald's
was?
now.
McDonald's now.
Yeah.
And Ferris on one side and Big Rapids on the other, and the police patrolling in between, you know. So that was a little bit of different time, so to speak. But what I see is I moved away for a few years and came back, and I saw that melt. You know, I mean, like I said, with our project here, we're working with Ferris. The Ferris students are working with us to beautify and help promote our community. I'm so glad those times have changed. I really do. You know, this is a community that cares about people, cares about each other. They're a tight-knit community that watch out for each other. And I think that's really important. And to include Ferris and include anybody else into that is very, very important. You know, we want, born and raised here, people to come into this community and feel comfortable, to feel welcome, and to appreciate it for what they do for the community.
What do you think Vietnam did to our country back? Did you remember having any fear?
You know what, and I thought about this a lot lately. It's strange. It came up in conversation. I remember going to class and sitting there. You know how they would put over the loudspeaker the morning news and notes or information. Excuse me. I remember sitting there and waiting to hear whose name was going to be called next. And I mean, I still have chills today thinking about it because I remember Jeff Settlemeyer, Mike Kelly, Ken Hayes, Kenny Bennett. You know, it was like every morning you waited to hear who did we lose from our community that we knew personally today. Right. And I'll fast forward to probably 2018 when I became GFWC state president. We were required to go to Washington, D.C. for an international meeting. We had 4 meetings a year, and one of them was in D.C. We happened to be there on November 11th. It was 27 degrees out, and we had a nighttime tour of the wall. And I don't know if you've been there or seen it, but if you haven't, it's something well worth it. We were walking along, and I mean, you can hear a pin drop, and I'm walking along, and I have 2 ladies with me, and I said, you know, I know the names on here. You can just feel their presence. Walked along and walked up to the wall, and honest to God, I walked up and put my hand on Mike Kelly's name. Yeah. It was just one of those things. You just, I think it made us all think how fragile life can be, you know, and be thankful, be grateful to those who gave their lives, be thankful for those who came back and understand what they had to go through and be able to appreciate what they've been able to come out of as a result of it.
You know, I even got chills when you said Mike Kelly, because his name always came up as one guy, because they never did find him, did they? They never found him. And that poor soul, and he's probably better off than all of us. He's in heaven for sure for what he gave of his life for the liberty that we have. And that kind of upsets me, because, you know, not that does upset me, but it upsets me as people with the disrespect to America, to the flag. How in the hell do we allow people to burn our flag when we have people that we loved, that we played with, ball with, and died for our country? And then we allow that to happen in our streets is beyond me. I mean, it's just like what's going on in the world today, the separation between cousins and friends and brothers and sisters. My God, the reason I think that is happening right now is because they don't have enough to do, and a lot of them aren't working. You know, when you have a goal in life, you take the time to disagree with somebody and get over with it real quick, right, if you're busy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
If you're not busy, that hate will build into you that you'll never get rid of it. But we got a lot to overcome right now. But I just wondered what you thought of that, because you were born and raised in the Vietnam days, and these young kids, they don't realize that now. That being said, we've had the Iraq War, we've got the Iran War going on right now, and there's a lot of locals that are over there right now. And one that comes to mind is Bart Chupp's son there, Skyler. He's somewhere out there in the Pacific. Keep him in your prayers, and along with so many others. I think I can't think of any names really, to be honest.
Well, I think too now, I mean, that tide has changed, so to speak. When our people come back now, we recognize them. I think we've learned to appreciate what they're doing and giving up for us, whether it be their, hopefully not their life, but at least their time and their service, you know, and like the Elks and like the Women's Club and like the Eagles, all of these organizations have come and vets, they've come forward and had dinners and recognition awards. Just, you know, these people that go through that are very humbled. I mean, they come back, they just don't want to be treated like the ones came back from Vietnam. But to bring them in and say, hey, thank you for your service. We appreciate what you do. Come. The Elks has 2 dinners a year, one that bring the veterans up from the home in Grand Rapids to show their appreciation, and 2 in November. It's open to every veteran and their family to come, and we just want to say thank you. We appreciate you. Please know that we care about you, and that's very important.
You know, there's a lot of unsung heroes in Big Rapids that do a lot of things that never get recognized for, and Steve Jones is one of those guys. I remember Steve back in the days, whenever I asked him for donation to something, he said, I'll give it to you, but I don't want to be recognized. And I know for a fact that he donated a lot to make that dinner for the veterans come up here out of Grand Rapids and stuff. He paid for the whole thing. And I said to him, I said, you know, you should get a plaque or something. He goes, I'll never give again if they ever say who pays for it.
Nope.
But he, once he died, I recognized him on the radio here that Steve Jones is an unsung hero of Big Rapids. A lot of people like to get in the front page, like myself, but I never do. But you know what I'm saying, Laura? There's a lot of people like that.
There are, and that again brings back to this community.
Yeah.
There are people that give that you have no idea that give.
Yeah,
and
we have very generous
with their
people.
Hands, their hearts, their mind and soul, all the way. So, to the people of Big Rapids, I salute you for what you do and what you give and what you help us with.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody can't make the yard sale, which a lot of people can't, if they wanted to give to this General Federation or Women's Club, they can do that online too. Then
they could actually contact us through Facebook, through our email, and we will get back with them. We do have an address. I apologize, I don't have the P.O. box with me. But yes, we're always willing to take donations for our projects, absolutely.
Anything else?
I think that covers it. Just those that can, please come and shop. Shop till you drop.
Yeah.
You'll be there every day on now that you're retired?
I will be there all day all day Thursday and all day Friday, yes.
Did you used to have it at the old jail? Are you instrumental on keeping the old jail? No? You guys had nothing to do with
No,
that, eh?
I have my hands in enough other things.
No, I know you do.
Yes, you do.
Just seems like Mary Bayshaw's, or maybe
She
you guys
probably
put
is.
flowers
Yeah.
there and stuff. Mary belongs to your club,
Mary
right?
belongs to our club, yeah.
I thought maybe she might come today, but she's probably busy doing something else. Laura, anything else on yours?
Just the GFWC was one of the first organizations to donate to the Comfort Home as well before we even started services.
Really?
Yep, they pulled us in, and we were one of the organizations that they supported as well. So they saw our vision as we were seeing it too. So I love the way that the GFWC collaborates with all the different community entities, and it's a great organization to be part of.
You got a great team, don't you, Laura?
Yeah, we do. We really have a great, very generous community.
Yes.
And I think that's amazing to be part of. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Reed City's probably the same way, and Everett has their group up there, too. I know there's a lot of great people in the surrounding areas. But America is the most giving people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we get slammed by every country in the world, but when there's something that needs to be done, charity like yours, and it's not really a charity, it's a gift. And so when people give to your Comfort Home, it's not like you're begging for money. It's given to something that really has a great cause. I listen to the stories and read the stories of the people that are unfortunate to have families.
Yeah.
And dying alone would be the most horrendous thing you could ever think of happening to you. And you guys, the stories I've heard are the people that have no sisters or brothers. They're the last ones to live, have gone to your place and felt like they were really given a great family. And I've heard that from the help that worked for you, have told me some of that. But I don't know. I think it's wonderful what you do. I think as I get older, I see a lot of divine intervention. I really do believe God puts us in places that we don't understand sometimes why we're in those places. And you definitely were a gift. I don't know if you knew it back when you were younger. Probably not.
Probably not.
But you saw a cause
Yeah.
worth doing. And I know financially you didn't do it for the money, because there probably isn't a lot of money in what you're doing there. But, but God has gifted you, hasn't he?
Yes, and it's through people's generosity that I'm able to use those gifts that God's given me. And I appreciate that every day. It's truly an honor to work with people during their end-of-life journey. And people like the gifts that are given to people like Sue and the GFWC ladies. It's just, like you said, it's really cool to watch the divine intervention of God and how he puts it all together.
So I know you pray, and I know you go to worship every Sunday somewhere. But have you ever felt God's presence?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When you're down and out, like saying, I can't do this, good Lord, help me.
We ran into some trouble with a building inspector when we were first trying to get our home, and I just threw my hands in the air in my car, and I'm like, this is going to happen, God. It's going to be your will, because I don't know what else to do. And here we are. We've been serving people for 3 years. So that's all God's intervention. That has nothing to do with Laura and everything to do with God.
Right. I know. That's really wonderful, isn't it, Sue? Have you had any encounters?
All I can say is, when it's time, I hope I look up and see your face.
Oh, yes. I hope so, too.
That smile that she brings, the peace and the comfort in her voice resonates.
Yeah.
And it's very, very special. And whatever anybody can do to help the Comfort Home, please do, because it's well worth it, well deserved. And in the end, you never know when you're going to need them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to try to talk something a little livelier here, Bob. You still have a job, Bob. That's a good thing.
For the moment.
And you didn't get a haircut yet. Who cuts your hair again? I forgot. You told me.
At home.
Oh, at home?
Yeah.
Is that on Perry Street or down on Brown's Barber? You call Brown's Barbershop home?
At-home
Oh,
barbershop.
good Lord. You know it's 9:30.
Yeah.
WBZX 1039. You know what I want to talk about, Sue? You know what I want to talk? I love the Comfort Home. I think it's well worth it. I think generation of federal women there is great. But we got Paris Auto got something going special this week.
Okay.
We should call Boyd up. Do you have his number?
I don't have.
Could you get it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something big. That Paris Auto, I talked to Steve at the Elks. You know, him just like his dad, very supportive of our community. And whenever there's a need, that Steve Cusumano is there. And I don't know if he's ever missed Elks Cash Bash. I know I've only made a couple, and I was guilty of coming Saturday. And I always buy a couple tickets. Bought 3 actually this year, one with my brothers Joe, John, and Philip, and then 2 of my own. But anyway, I got there late, and so late they ran out of food. But anyway, that didn't upset me. Shane Strickler got me some. Yeah, call him. Right. But anyway, Steve was there, his better half, along with Luke Linehan, his better half. Nicest people in the world. I tell you, Big Rapids and the surrounding areas, I love them.
Auto Sales. Press 1 for a member of our sales team.
Great
Press
people.
2 for our service department.
And Cusumano's is one of them. I tell you what they give back is a lot.
More than you'll ever know.
Yeah. So,
somebody here.
Unsung hero.
Hello.
Good morning, Paris Auto. This is Josh. How can I help you?
Josh, hi. It's Bob from B1039. I got Pat Curry here. And who do you want to talk to?
Well, any of them. Is Steve there this morning or not yet?
Yeah, let me transfer you over to him.
All right, great.
There you go.
Wow, we got the big
Tell
dog.
him he's live on the air here.
Yeah, you got to tell him that, or do I tell him that?
Either one of us.
All right.
You just got to let him know.
Hello, Steve.
Yeah, Steve?
Yeah.
Big dog Paris Auto. This big dog Pat Curry down here at WBZX 1039 with 2 beautiful ladies, and I need one more man in here we can play.
Just let you know you're live on the air with us. So.
Yeah, so whatever you say. But anyway, I don't want to brag you up, Steve, but I just want to talk about what you're doing this week with your company, Paris Auto, with 2 locations.
Okay.
Yep. We talked a little bit there Saturday night at the Elks, which I don't think you've ever missed a cash bash, have you?
I don't think I have.
I know. And I think you've won a couple of them, haven't you?
Well, maybe 20 years ago, but not in a long time.
Yeah, I know. Well, you got a great staff up there. You can tell who that is if you want to. But more importantly, you got some great incentives on buying cars and trucks, and you got great cars and trucks to buy. Tell us a little bit about what won this week.
Well, we're going to give a gas card away, and we're going to try to buy everyone from you. So it's going to be anybody buys a car over $10,000 gets a $500 gas card.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It is.
I could have waited a few weeks.
Yeah,
you know. I don't know why we're out here in the driveway.
Anybody that buys one, gas is up, so maybe this will help take the squeeze out of it until it goes down again.
Yep. So, I mean, that's very creative of you doing that. That's this week, right?
We're going to probably do it for 10 days, I'd imagine. I think we're going to do it for a week and a half. It just started, I believe, yesterday, but I believe it started today. So, we're going to go 10 days, or if it goes or 15, whatever it is. If somebody buys one, we don't want to, we cut it off, and then they get a card. They don't think they get a card. So I guess we're going to give one until we run out of them.
Right. Wow, that's great. Now, how many years have you been doing this, Steve? You're no virgin on it.
I think I've done it 40 years.
And then how many years did Dad have it?
Well, we had Z-Bar, and that's what that was his focus, more of the Z-Bar rust proofing, and mine was more of the cars.
Oh, wow. So you're the one that said, Dad, let me sell some cars. And I remember your original spot was up there where Woodland Taxidermy is now, right there in Paris.
Yep, right in Paris.
Yeah, built that. You guys added on to that building, didn't you?
We did, and then we bought that Jack Taylor's building right next to it, and then we had cars in there with Jack Taylor that long ago.
Oh, my God, that's right, Jack Taylor. Good Lord.
Yep.
So you were in business with Jack then, or?
No, he worked for us at when Triangle, I believe. He just went a different way with Triangle, and then he went with us.
Oh, okay.
So, then we bought his building there.
But he had a building of his own at one time. Yeah,
right out to the south of us, that little building. It's still there.
Yeah. So he worked at Triangle Ford. I remember that. Yeah. Good Lord, that was. Were you guys in town when he went to work, when he was working there?
Yeah, because he was working next door. They had Triangle Cars next door to Z-Bart.
Oh, is that what it was? They had an outlet up there, eh?
Yep. And then something happened, and he went on his own with us, and so then he started working for us for about, I think, 3 years, and then I think he passed away after that.
Boy, he was a character, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a good old guy.
Yeah, he was. He was the Mecosta County Fair manager for many, many years.
Long time. Everybody knew Jack Taylor.
Oh, they did, didn't they? I bet he was a pretty good car salesman, wasn't he?
He was. He was in it. It was Jack's way or no way.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, my Lord. So you probably learned a lot from him. What was the biggest thing you learned from him?
Well, he just basically is a pretty firm guy. I mean, when he said this is the way it was going to go, and that was the way it was going to go. There was no very much negotiation with Jack. I mean, it was kind of like I said, Jack's way or no way.
Yeah. So you kind of emulate that a little bit?
I'm the calm type. I'm not like, I'm easy.
Yeah.
I'm easy to get along with.
You love doing what you're doing, though, don't you?
Yeah, I've been doing it a long time. It's I got a little left in me, but I don't think I'm going to do it much longer. But I got to have something to do. So everybody asks me when I'm going to retire. So I just bought the other location. When everybody asked me that last, so maybe more and I'll be done with the whole thing.
Well, you make me smile because I love your attitude. You really are. You're always positive. I've never seen you say anything bad, like the end of the world's coming. So I love those kind of people. But you make it fun in your business, don't you? What is the secret to be a great entrepreneur that you have been for the last 40 years? If a young guy was starting out today,
take care of customers. That's just the bottom line. Sometimes the cards don't fall the right way. Something goes wrong. If you take care of them, and usually it comes around. You guys got to be more, open-minded on these deals. I mean, these big dealers, sometimes they just shut the door on them, and that's what it is. And if a small dealer like me, I got to basically open the door up and make things right. So sometimes it's not my fault, but it's their fault. But you just got to make it right and go to the next deal.
But the other thing is you have going for you have longevity there with your departments, don't you?
Yeah.
What's the secret?
And our salesmen usually stick around. Boyd's been with us 30 years. Scott DeVries has been, I think, 7 or 8 now. And then Josh, he's been 6 or 7. So, I mean, they usually stick around for a long time.
Well, but a lot of guys will shift from, they'll go, I don't know if I can use other companies' names or not, but like McGuire's, you'll see them at McGuire's, and next thing you know, they're Benton Baker or they're
right,
cool.
They bounce all over.
Yeah, but you guys don't have that kind of a problem, do you? Like Boyd's been there, like you said, a lot.
Like I said, we just try to take care of the salesman, and then basically everybody's got to, make money and just go forward on everything that goes through.
You have a great service department. Who do you contribute that to?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, we had Don Lucia work for me for a long time. He was with me for 30 years.
Yeah.
Before he paid, and he was a tranny guy. I mean, we did a lot of transmissions way back when, and people, I mean, we were me and Heights were about the only one that built transmissions, and then I bet you we've done thousands of transmissions in this shop.
Still doing them?
No, nowadays they're just replaceable. No, there's nothing you can rebuild on them anymore.
Right.
You got to get rid of them, and now they're a factory. I mean, you did CVT trannies and stuff. You just basically got to take them and put new ones in or a used one in. There's no rebuilding of those no more.
Okay, just a minute. You taking off? Anything else?
No.
One of my guests is leaving. All right. Well, thanks, Sue Johnson. Good luck this week.
Yes. See everybody at the yard sale.
All right. Great. So back to you, Steve. So who runs your service department? That's Josh?
Josh Vincent and his wife, Katie.
Yeah, they do a great job, don't they?
Yeah, they've done good. They've been here. They bought it from me over 3 years ago now.
Oh, wow. So you have a company within your company.
Right.
Then back in the old days, your dad at the body shop, or was that your dad or just you?
Basically, my dad started it, and then he backed out of it once we got it started.
And you had it going pretty good there.
We did a pretty good job. I mean, that body business is a very tough business, but we made it work, and then we sold that to Hanson Collision because we had it for around 25 years.
Yeah. God, time flies, don't it?
I'm getting old.
I don't know. You look good. How about you've had a lot of businesses there being said there, but the car business is your really to the heart. You love the car
That's my
business.
bread and butter. That's what I got that in my blood.
Yeah, you love that. But your dad, he was in Z-Bart. And then I saw a picture of him. He was like a Fonz back in the 50s, 60s, wasn't he?
He was.
And the other thing is, a lot of people always ask was, if you ever talk to Jim Cusumano, he might not know your name, but he always called everybody Doc. Why is that?
That was just his niche. I can't tell you that. I don't know why he did that.
Mystery. It'll go to his grave, eh? Or it went to his grave.
If he didn't know you, that's what he called you. I called you something else, but I won't
you're
say that.
special if he knew your name then. Well, getting back to the cars, you've done a real good job. Big Rapids thanks you for starting a second lot, State and Maple, and that's going pretty good. Who runs that for you?
Tom Myers out of Reed City.
And he's doing a good job for you. You must be pretty happy.
Like I say, he's been with 3 or 4 car dealerships before me, so he's been here. I think that's going to be a year coming up next week. We opened up, so.
Wow, you're glad you made that move, eh?
Yeah.
And then you got the shop down here by the old Van Brockman donut shop, half block away. What's going on in there?
That's our detail shop. That's where we do our detailing for our used cars.
Well, they look nice coming out of there, eh?
Yeah, we don't do any customers because we're just too busy with our own stuff. So we have 2 full-time guys that work in there year-round.
Wow. You really got a lot going on. Yeah.
And when we don't put our name on it, says, well, it's not. That's our detail shop. So, I mean, I've owned that for probably 17 years.
Who did you buy that from, Teals?
Yeah, I bought it from them. And then I leased it out to Lee Gibson when he had CarSmart there.
Yeah, that's right. That's when he went and bought
business, and then we just took it back over and put it for our detail shop.
Yeah, and it looks very nice. You remodeled that, didn't you?
Yeah, I just had it painted on the outside, and then I had the blacktop all done, and so, yeah.
Well, it's been a good move for Big Rapids, that's for sure. You've done a lot of good for us and support a lot. Like I said earlier, the Cash Bash is a big fundraiser for the Elks Club, and you and your better half is always there, and you always bring somebody with you, and you spend some money.
We brought 25 people with us this year.
Wow. Oh, your whole crew was there?
No, I mean, just people that I sold tickets to, because I sold some tickets there, and everybody, that back table was all my group in the. So we probably brought 25 people into there.
Wow.
They usually don't come there.
Yeah. Wow. That's well. You should have told them to let you win the darn thing, but
yeah, whatever. They'd have been all over me if I had won that.
Well, anything else you want to talk about? I think it's great. You're giving $500 gift card. Anybody buys a vehicle until they're run out. That's awesome, man. Nobody does that. That's pretty nice, like you say, with the gas prices and everything. That's very helpful. That's for sure. You got a lot of late model cars. Do you particularly have one make a model that you like to buy most, Steve, or just you have a diversified group?
It's kind of a diversified. I mean, it's hard to say what's hot and what's not nowadays. I mean, we sell a lot of trucks, and we sell a lot of all-wheel drive vehicles and stuff. But this car business is kind of a crazy business now, and it's been like that it's not something you'd want to get into today. If you don't know what you're doing in this kind of business, you won't be in it long.
Yeah. What if, John Doe came in there, and I know you must have like 50 to 100.
We reached 120 at one time, and I think we're down to about 85 or 90, but we got 15 or 20 coming in about 6 days.
I'm pretty good at interrupting. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But so if somebody came into Paris Auto, Northland Drive, or downtown State and Maple, and said, Tom or Boyd or whoever, or DeVries there, I want a 1999 Chevrolet El Camino. Not El Camino, I'm dating myself now, but let's say a 22 Chevy Silverado, 20, whatever they call them, 72s, whatever. You guys can actually go out and get them, can't you?
Sometimes, yeah. About 70% of times we can get what people want. And we can't always get 100%, but nowadays I would say it's probably 70% we can get what they want, because we have a pretty wide source that we buy stuff from now. So we don't buy out of one little hat. We buy all over, and from big companies. So
they can come to you and say, this is what I want, and you guys look for it. It might take you a month to get it, but you'll get her.
Yep.
That's the other thing nice about you guys. I've heard that a lot, that people go up there on your lot and say, I like this truck, but I want it in blue. And Boyd will say, I'll see what I can do.
Exactly.
And the next thing you know, the blue one comes out there, yeah. Well, you have a beautiful place out there in Big Rapids. Sure is thanking you again for everything you do for our community. So if anybody out there, and I mean that. So if anybody out there, it's 9:45 right now. They're open until, 5 o'clock, 5 days a week, 6 days a week? What are your hours?
Well, basically, we're here from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5:30, and then on Saturday, about 9 to 1:30.
Now, I bet you, too, if somebody called out there and asked Boyd, could you meet me at 6 o'clock tonight, I bet you he'd be there, wouldn't he?
Sometimes he's here at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. I know. I keep bringing his name up, but I'll tell you what, there's a cancer survivor. Could have felt sorry for himself, but he didn't, and he overcame the cancer, and he's a survivor. I know he's thankful to the good Lord for that, but he goes right to work every day like nothing's wrong, everything's positive, and he's very good to people. I guess that's what makes him so successful, like yourself there, eh?
Right. He's been with them a long, long time.
I know. You guys never have a disagreement?
We won't go there.
I know. You're two of a kind. You're two great guys. Anything else?
No, I think we all will just, hopefully we can sell a lot of gas cards for you and go to the next deal, so get some people some gas.
There you go. Well, I'll be out there promoting you, that's for sure. All right. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pat.
Thank you for your time.
Yep.
That's Paris Auto right there, Steve Cusumano. I tell you what, the guy could have retired a long time ago and went off on the old horizon and said, I've made enough out of Big Rapids. And a lot of people have done that, and they deserve to do that. And a lot of good friends of mine have left Big Rapids after making a good living here. But I'll guarantee you, Steve, one of the reasons he probably hangs on is because he loves to see people smile. When they buy a car from him, he not only sells them a car, but he sells them a friendship for life, too. I mean, he takes care of people. I've heard people go in there with car problems before, and he could see they were down and out. Mm-hmm. And you know what? He resolved the problem by saying, we'll take care of it. I wish more people would emulate that.
Yeah.
Because life is a lot easier when you got a guy that, hey, I got to make a living. He's got to make a living there. But by doing that, he makes a lot of people happy making a living. So if you're looking for a used car right now, great incentive, $500 gift card. And I think that's awesome that he came to our gas station. He bypassed 3 or 4 gas stations. He could have bought him out there north of town. He could have bought him south of town. He could have went out on Perry Street and bought him. But that company his came over on the east side of Big Rapids, right across the bridge, the Amical gas station, and bought gift cards. I mean, how honorable is that, huh? Says a lot.
Yeah, it does.
He's local, buying local. So if you're looking for a car, get out there at Paris Auto. Well, Laura, what else on the Comfort Home? We're going to get going here, and I just... You know, you've done a great job out there. You're very successful. You could have been working as a nurse making the big bucks, but God had called you for something else. But your husband has a good job.
Yep.
And he's got promoted just recently. I heard.
He did, yeah.
What's he doing now besides cleaning the bathrooms?
Yep. Well, they were letting him sweep the floors, too.
Sweep the floors now?
Yep.
Oh, God bless him. No, he is. He works for Kent Power, right?
Yep. He's their lead project manager in their gas division. They're actually one of our large sponsors coming out to the Sporting Clay event in July. So.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Them at Heidecker Wheat Lake.
I know he left there for a while to help Phil.
Yep.
Brother Phil in the auctioneering, and then they called him back and said, hey, we need you back. Yep. You know, there again, I've heard that he's doing a really good job down there. But I guess more important than that is he's from Big Rapids.
Yeah.
Another Big Rapids kid does well. We have a lot of kids that go through our school system here that do real well in life.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's called work ethic, and his parents showed him that. And I don't want to brag you up too much, but your kids will all be very successful. That being said, your second daughter, Charlie?
Charlotte, yep.
Call her Charlie, though?
Yeah.
She started something pretty unique at the Elks this last winter.
Yeah, she's been doing this Family Feud trivia, and one of her locations that she does it is at the Big Rapids Elks. It's a lot of fun.
And she does that in the winters because she doesn't do it now, right?
She does do it now. She does it over at the Eagles in White Cloud.
Oh, really?
Yep. And then in the winters, she'll come back to do it at the Elks, too. Fall and wintertime.
Is that a Comfort Home?
Nope, that's just her being a little 13-year-old entrepreneur.
Yeah, well, that's cool. So let's talk about that just for a second. for people that want some entertainment. I don't know, I guess you can call Laura or Tommy or whoever on that, or Curry's Auction House. They'll tell you about it, but it's pretty unique. We went to a couple of them, and it's like a Family Feud thing.
Yeah, yep.
And you have your answers, and she has the correct answer up there.
Yep.
You have like 4 different possibilities, and that was pretty cool. So there's a lot of good things that go on in Big Rapids that can be entertaining like that. You have your euchre.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of euchre parties, or just that one big one?
We had one other one over in Baldwin. And like I said, we're looking at expanding the Big Rapids one. We're trying to bring that, that high school rivalry between Big Rapids, Reed City. So we're hopeful that this year we will find a location in Reed City, and then we'll run the euchre tournament same night, 2 locations, and just kind of see who's better at euchre. Is it Reed City? Is it Big Rapids? I don't know. Big Rapids has got more experience because we've been running that one for like 6 years.
One last question for you. If somebody wants to utilize your company up there, how many days do you give them? How many days can they be there?
So they can be there, if they're during our end of life program, then they can be there up to 3 months.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, yep.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah. It's
not when you got 3 months.
Always predict, when somebody will pass. But during those last 3 months, that's when care can be super intense. It's when symptoms can become unmanageable or hard to manage. And so that's really when we're looking to step into those moments. Right now, our average length of stay for our end-of-life care program is about 16 days.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll care for people up to 3 months.
Wow. What it doesn't matter how old you are either, does it?
No, we've cared for people as young as 23 and as old as 96.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Well, that's great. I tell you what, like I said, God's gifted us with a lot of great people in this community, and you're just one of them, just one of the pieces that make Big Rapids so great. And I'm just grateful that I live here. And that being said, we're going to come and conclude this story. I hope everybody's enjoyed Sue Johnson. Remember the yard sale coming up. I hope everybody remembers Comfort Home when it comes to a good donation, and is a 501c.
Yep.
So it's all deductible for companies and
yep. Anybody, personnel. It's a tax deduction.
Yeah. So if you need one, that's a good cause. It really is. Like I said, I've known a lot of people have there and utilized the program, and you're into days, man. I hope I don't see mine right away, and I hope when I go right here at the radio station.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to Pat?
To drag you out of here.
Yeah, then flip the coin on which funeral home I go to, because they're both sponsors, right?
Well, hopefully Brian will be here. That way, you can get somebody here pretty quickly. He can get the coroner here pretty quickly if we go while he's here.
Yeah. Wow.
So if I'm doing plugs, I'm going to do one for me. I've been roped. Our Ray Michaels, who does the afternoon show, and I have been roped, encouraged or asked, the crew that does the bingo at the Big Rapids Elks on Tuesday night. The other crew, we kind of rotated, and they had to pull out. So we are now the permanent bingo callers.
At the Elks?
At the Eagles.
Oh, I thought you said the Elks.
No,
I'm sorry.
The Eagles.
Yeah, right. The Eagles. Yeah.
Burgers and bingo.
On Tuesday nights?
Tuesday nights. Tickets go on sale at 5:30, and the balls start rolling at 6. So come on over. So.
Well, then again, like she's got, Comfort Home's got the golf outing. Right. We got all kinds of things going on.
If you're looking for somebody to donate your money to, there's a lot of places.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of great organizations.
Well, that being said, I think I just want to one more time tell my special lady in my heart, Teresa Fry, I'm very, very sorry of your loss of John, your son. He was a patriot. He was a father and a husband, and one great son to Teresa. Teresa's just a wonderful lady, and she just celebrated her son Randy's 2-year anniversary of his going to heaven, or trip to heaven here 2 years ago. So she's lost 2 sons. It's going to be it's got to be hard. Teresa's 91 years old. She looks like she's 71. She's got a mind of a 15-year-old. Just a great lady, and my heart's out to her. And then a great side of Paulette DeVries, another great lady in the community. And ironically, Ronnie DeVries, her husband, is a nephew to Teresa, I believe. I think their mothers were sisters. I could be corrected, and if I am, Well, I will be. But anyway, Paulette, happy birthday. I wish you nothing but the best today, as I do every day. So that being said, nothing else, Bob. Wish me luck on my colonoscopy tomorrow. That everything comes out.
Hope everything's come out okay.
Yeah, if it doesn't, take me up to Comfort Home and lay me down to peace.
All right.
No.
Yeah, but you know what?
We'll keep you comfortable.
If you're having a colonoscopy, if you really have any propofol, ask for it by name.
Yeah,
that's the best part. You know, the whole thing, the routine you have to go through before you go in is torture. But once you get to propofol, it's all better.
You know the way I look at it, been a great life so far, and I'm sure I got many more years, but keep little kids in your prayers. Those are the ones that really need it. My heart goes out to these people like Jen's nephew there. I can't think of his name right now, but he's only 12 years old, and he's going through some really medical problems right now, and it's so sad that a 12-year-old has to go through that. You know, when you get old, like Pete and I there, you know, you think, well, they've had a great life, or whatever, but these young kids just say a prayer every night just for the youth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's really sad. I got a text here from Jen. Maybe she want Jen? Where's she at? I can't see it now. But anyway, let's see. It is what it is.
That's it.
I want to just tell one more thing before I know. This is the old person's mind going through again.
That's it. Yeah, it's kind of, what did I forget? Because what happens is you remember 8 things when you get to the
I know, but
lot.
2 things I do want to remind everybody. Keep Ruth Hess's family in your prayers and Thane Hess in your prayers. The Hesses are a big part of Stanwood area down there. Whatever they did it for the community. So, well, God bless America. God bless you and Laura and your families and everything, and enjoy the day. The air's fresh.
And we'll see you tomorrow on the sports show.
Bye-bye. Oh, no, you won't. I'll be gone.
You're calling us. Okay, so I guess
we'll do a rerun.
Is Brian going to be here?
You got time to do a rerun tomorrow?
We'll find something.
I know you will. Okay. We'll see you next Tuesday, God willing.
Okay.
Gas prices got you down? Paris Auto Sales has got you covered. Right now, anything sold over $10,000 qualifies you for a $500 gas card at Curries Amico in Big Rapids. You can visit their 2 locations, Paris Auto North and South. Paris Auto Sales has a wide variety of warranties available, ranging from a 3-year unlimited to 10 years of coverage, and financing for up to 84 months. They offer top dollar for your trade-in. Ask them about 90 days with no payments. Paris Auto Sales, your trusted used car center of Big Rapids. Stop in and see why Paris Auto Sales is Mecosta County's #1 used car dealer.
Curries Corner, brought to you by Hooked at Curries. Susan Bean at Big Rapids Realty. Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair. Seth Winger at the Winger Insurance Agency. Barrington Firearms and Training Center. DW2 Drywall. Gilbert's Carpets plus Color Tile. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral